Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. It's Monday, May the 6th, 2024. I'm Mike Smith, along with co-host Aaron Glandon. Dan is on assignment, and Aaron will be on his way to the same assignment, or should it be same said assignment?
I don't know.
Just don't say it three times real fast because it's really tough. We'll be talking about what the activity is this afternoon that the guys will be out taking care of and what's happening tonight over in the Fayette County area that I'll be dealing with. So all of that ahead. But in the weather, over the next few days, be prepared to take your umbrella. Rain. Cloudy skies, almost kind of like a low fog in the mountains around the area. Have you noticed that coming in this morning?
I didn't notice.
But you can't tell. Of course, there is moisture in fog.
Right.
But you couldn't tell whether it was just fog or rain. But the bottom line is cloudy skies throughout the day. We're talking about scattered showers this afternoon and tonight. Tomorrow's where it gets a little bit dicey. We're talking about the possibility of some severe storms Tuesday, late afternoon, evening, and into Wednesday morning. Today through tomorrow, our high in the low to mid-70s. Might see some clearing on Thursday with rain coming back on Friday. So that is what your forecast is for today. But, of course, always keep an eye out on our Litter X, formerly known as Twitter, for any weather bulletins that might come across. A lot to talk about in topics and in sports, all ahead on this edition of Litter Media Live.
First, though, Mike's going to tell you about Accurate Heating and Cooling.
Okay. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor for more than 4 decades. If you have a problem or maintenance to avoid problems in these 3 categories, give Accurate a call today.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Haynes Total Healthcare Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of the community. Click on this ad anywhere you see it on littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more, or go straight to hayneshealth.com.
All right, today's topics begin with the assignment that Dan and Aaron will be involved in. Dan is already there getting ready for the startup of the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau's annual Pineapple Awards, which is conducted each year to highlight individuals as well as businesses who enhance the tourism industry for our community. Dan is emceeing that event that'll get underway at about noon, and Aaron will be heading out there right after. That's why we're starting early on the show today, so Aaron can grab something to eat and then head on out to that event later this afternoon. I'm sure we'll have the results posted later today on our social media with also a story on littermedia.com, but we'll be talking more about it on this program tomorrow morning.
Yes. The Bennett 5K fundraising event was this weekend at Taze Valley, raising money for ALS research. We spoke to Clinton Stamper there, owner of the Blue Cybertruck, at the event, and you can find that video on our YouTube page right now.
That's a sharp, very aerodynamic looking, like something space age.
It does.
Pike County Chamber of Commerce Awards Banquet yielded their top awards for the 2024 year, and here's the winners. There in the top left-hand corner, that's Western School Superintendent Brock Brewster with the Board of Education and his administration staff. They received the Business, Education, and Community Leadership Award. The Pike County Fair Board received the Organization of the Year Award. Rick Swain of Ohio Valley Bank was named Community Investment Award. And Angel and Matthew Kelly named Tourism Impact Award winners. Congratulations to all of those winners from late last week down in Pike County.
The Free Tax Preparation and Financial Literacy Program of the Workforce and Business Development Program at the Community Action Center of Pike County is offering a Meals on a Budget workshop this evening, the evening of Thursday, June 6th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Ohio Means Jobs Career Center, Pike County at 941 Market Street in Piketon. This workshop is being offered at no cost. Planting season is in full swing, and that means there's an increased amount of agricultural equipment on the roadways, and I've already noticed this. Mm-hmm. From main arteries to back country roads, you'll find farmers taking advantage of every opportunity to get seeds in the ground. Check our website story for more tips on some ways you can safely share roadways with agriculture equipment.
Yeah, you don't want to run into one of these things in a smaller vehicle.
No.
That would not be good.
Sometimes I see those real tall ones, and I wonder, could I just go under that?
Yeah.
I never do it, though.
The rental car I'm driving right now, I think I could fit.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to try that.
That's like in Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Adina Mansion and Gardens annual heirloom plant sale is here again. The sale focuses on heirloom plants that are varieties raised and passed on before the advent of industrial farming. Many plants go back at least as far as the Worthington's time in the early 1800s, with varieties of flowers, tomatoes, vegetables, and herbs on sale. This year's sale dates are through Sunday, May the 19th, but the hours of operation are Wednesdays through Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Sundays from noon to 5, and closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. For more information, you can go to our website story or the adinamansion.com email or their website, or you can call them directly at 772-1500. Now, staying on Adina Mansion and Gardens, they'll become the place to be for upcoming events the first weekend in June. Steve Patrick will again be offering the what they call Skip into Art. This is to pay tribute to the late Skip Hathaway, who for many, many years taught art for our youngsters and some adults in the community. That event will be on Saturday, June the 1st. Art classes for kids 5 and up, but the kids must have their parent or chaperone with them. Admission is free to the event, and art supplies will be provided. Now, that same day, Dan Ramey's Adina Worthingtons will challenge the Ohio Village Muffins in a double-header exhibition of vintage baseball played by 19th century rules. The game begins at 11. It's free to the public as well. And then later that day at 2 o'clock, little explorers can use their skills to hunt different items of the nature scavenger hunt. Again, that's on June the 2nd, right after the baseball game at 2 p.m. Kids will get to explore the Worthington estate while learning about nature, admission free. But again, kids 5 and up, you got to have somebody with you to keep an eye on you.
Yeah. Our road report takes us to Pike County today. Work is set to begin for a resurfacing project on State Route 220 between Zons Corner Road and East Emmett Avenue. Work will occur daily for this construction. At least one lane will be maintained using flaggers. Estimated completion is summer 2024.
So still some work to take place there. Yes. As many things as we had to talk about in our news topics, we got probably a little bit more in sports, and all that's coming up next here on Litter Media Live. Saginaw Valley Dumpsters, 253-8389. If you want a free quote to get a dumpster brought to your property for that big spring cleanup project. Maybe you don't need it now. Maybe you need to hold it in reserve for something you need to do this summer. Give Carl a call and tell him that Dan, Mike, and Aaron sent you.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365. 988. Save the number, save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, created in the memory of Bryant Beans Butt, call 740-703-0611 or email jimbutt at jbutt6355@gmail.com.
All right, and let's jump into sports. And to cover the weekend, you got to start back on Friday. Friday in SVC baseball, Huntington beat Unioto 6-4 in the completion of a rain-suspended game, which means that Zane Trace, despite losing their season finale on Wednesday that we were reported on, the Pioneers are the undisputed conference champ at 12-2. Huntington, with their season sweep of Unioto, ties with the Shermans for second place for the season with an 11-3 record. I would think that Zane Trace coach Ron Allen needs to take Huntington coach Chad Carroll to lunch to say thank you.
Absolutely. Tays Valley softball won the outright MSL Buckeye Championship with 23-2 win over Amanda Clear Creek. And that's a crazy score.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah.
High school baseball brackets for this spring, they were released yesterday. Of course, we're covering the Southeast District as well as the Central District. Here are some of the highlights. Division II in the Southeast, Unioto is the number 1 seed, New Lexington number 2. Division III, Wheelersburg is number 1, Zane Trace number 2. Division IV has Leesburg Fairfield as the top seed and White Oak number 2. Now, in the Central District, among the top Division I seeded teams in our coverage area is Lancaster. They are seeded number 9 in Division I. They get by and will play the winner of Westerville South and Groveport Madison. Other area teams in the Central have Tays Valley hosting Briggs and Chillicothe traveling to Logan on May the 13th. That's, again, Division I. Division II in the Central District, Bloom Carroll is the highest seed in our coverage area at number 5. They also get a bye and will play the Centennial Beechcroft winner on May the 14th. Now, what's on tap tonight? In regular season baseball, the FAC championship is on the line. Jackson is undefeated at 8-0. Miami Trace is 7-1. The Panthers are scheduled, weather permitting, to host Jackson. If Jackson wins that game, the outright championship is decided. But if Miami Trace wins, they'll be tied for first with 1 game to go, and that rematches those teams in Jackson tomorrow night. I will be at Miami Trace this evening, and we'll be giving you score updates on our Litter Media X, or formerly Twitter, page throughout the course of that ball game. Now, the start of the tournaments for boys tennis, it was supposed to be tonight, but because of the impending forecast, they've moved it to tomorrow at Portsmouth Shawnee State University. Now, as we told you at the outset of the news, there's rain possible tomorrow. So just keep following our Litter X page, and we'll get you the updates from the Southeast District. By the way, the tournament softball gets underway tonight for the Southeast District. If you go to our littermedia.com score page, you'll already see what the lineup is of those tournament games that are scheduled for tonight. In other sports, congratulations goes out to Rio Grande University. They won the best-of-3 championship series over Shawnee State over the weekend to claim the River States Conference softball title, and with the win, the Red Storm gets an automatic bid into the NAIA softball tournament. Now, there's a possibility that Shawnee State, because they had such a tremendous season, could get an at-large bye, but we won't know that until later this week. By the way, despite the loss, Shawnee State had their best record in 25 years. So, tip of the cap to the Lady Bears despite losing that conference championship.
Reds got blasted last night by Baltimore 11-1 as the Orioles sweep the weekend series. Cincinnati has gone from a season best 4 games over 500 to 2 games under. So not looking very good for the Reds right now, but they got plenty of time to make up for it.
Everybody's in a slump at the same time, pitching and hitting.
Yeah. Guardians last night won 4-1 over the Angels. No. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is what happened.
They're 10 over 500 now.
So they're doing better than the Reds.
Oh, my.
Cavs rallied from 18 down to beat the Magic 106-94 in Game 7 of NBA Eastern Conference opening round. Now they move on to play the Boston Celtics tomorrow night in the Eastern Conference Round 2 game, number 1 at Boston Garden.
And this is where my fandom of the Cavs ends. If they play the Boston Celtics, then it's go Celtics. By the way, that comeback by the Cavs was the largest Game 7 playoff come-from-behind win in NBA history as they were 18 down. And that's a look at sports. We will wrap up with some literature on this date in 1940 when we come back with this date in history.
Litter Quality Propane, there's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
At Rathkamp Financial, we offer customized investment solutions and superior client service. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
All right, we're coming back to you with this date in history, 1940. John Steinbeck's is awarded the Pulitzer Prize for his novel, The Grapes of Wrath. The book traces the fictional Joad family of Oklahoma as they lose their family farm and move to California in search of a better life. They encounter only more difficulties and a downward slide into poverty. The book combines simple, plain-spoken language and compelling plot with rich description. One of Steinbeck's most effective works of social commentary, the novel also won the National Book Award. And the movie, which actually was made a year before, remember this date in 40, it won the Pulitzer.
Right.
The book came out before that. The movie, starring Henry Fonda, also made in 1939, is considered a classic, and it is great.
Now, when will Mike Smith win his Pulitzer for his work on littermedia.com?
Well, you got to write something, and other than my news stories, I think you have to enter that contest.
Oh, do you?
I used to have to do this every year at the radio station with AP awards, and no matter who was entering, I was the one that had to put all those awards together to submit.
Right.
And you talk about a pain in the rumpus. That process usually started in, because it was through the end of December. So I think one year I started on New Year's Day. I was nothing to do, and it takes several days to get all that done.
Yeah.
So the awards, which we were blessed to win a number of them, but it was a pain to put it all together.
I bet.
Yeah, because you got to put all the audio that you've saved throughout the course of the year.
Right.
And then you got to find, okay, which one do I think, should be entered?
Yeah.
So, yeah, a long process. I'm glad we don't do that anymore. So I don't think I'm going to be putting in for the Pulitzer Prize. So, again, we were on a little bit earlier today, so Aaron could get on to his first of two assignments today.
Yeah.
The lieutenant governor is supposed to be out at the Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center. A story that we had a few weeks back of that almost $8 million grant that they are receiving for construction of a new building out there to expand what they're doing out there. You'll be out there. I think that's at 2:15. That's going to start.
1:15.
Well, I thought you were supposed to. I just saw a press thing that came in from Houston's spokesperson, and unless it's changed, she had 2:15 on there.
Dan's email said 1:15.
Well,
he was probably just mistaken.
I thought he told you to be there at 1:45. So you better check.
Yeah, I'll check.
Well, you'll see him at lunch today.
Yeah.
So you'll get all that worked out. But yeah, we'll have a lot to tell you about when we get back here at our regular time at about 11 tomorrow. Also a special edition at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with Adrian D'Souza of the Ross NAACP, looking ahead to the month of June for their annual Juneteenth celebration. Adrian will be with us at 10 tomorrow to talk about that. So until that time, for Aaron Glandon and Dan Ramey, this is Mike Smith saying stay dry out there from all of us here at Litter Media Live.